Hello everyone, I am Mrs. Bailey and today we are going to be doing our budget closeout. So we are most likely going to have to do some cash stuffing to be able to close out our sinking fund section. We are going to have to do some expense tracking to close out our variable expense area, and then we're going to go over our fixed expenses and see how much did we were able to meet as far as paying our bills. And we're going to see if we got to this number up here. If you are new here, welcome, and welcome back to everyone else. But I do like to give new subscriber shout outs, and I do have a couple, and that's Kimberly Pritchett and Big Said. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate you all. So anyway, what I came here to do is because Mr. Bailey is about to go to the ATM for me, because I am actually doing this on Sunday. Guys, we kind of just took yesterday off, and me and the family, we went out and had a good time. Me, Mr. Bailey, and our three of our kids. So I didn't do any filming yesterday, but I do have to get this video out today so that we can close out this budget. So what we need is, I'm gonna write it down on here. So let me put this over here. So what we need is, okay, subscriptions is fully funded for the week. The Jeep, we needed $50 more. So I'm just trying to write this on the side. And then the tags is fully funded. The sink, we need $50 more. And then Sam's Club, I forgot to put this because I put that extra 5 on there the other day. So I only need 5 more for Sam's. And then Mr. Bailey, 10, 20, 30, he needs 20 more. And Aria is fully funded for the week. The air fryer, we're trying to put 50. And I believe it was 15 for these last two. It was 15, 20, 25, 35. Yeah, so we need 15 more for the air fryer. Put that in the wrong spot. I put the sink in the wrong spot on my tags. Okay. And then I think it's the same thing for the frame, which we did go to IKEA. One of the things that we did yesterday was we went through IKEA to just kind of go window shopping, even though the kids did buy some stuff. But I did see a frame that I like there. So this one is also 15, 20, 25, 35. Yeah, so this one needs 15 also. So if I add up everything, which you guys can't see, it is so many crumbs on this. You know what? I'm not editing. I'm not doing this video over. Y'all know I do my stuff on the kitchen table, so if it's crumbs on the calculator, like a lot of crumbs, I don't even know how that happened. I think when we had that chili that day, I'm not sure, but there's so much stuff on here, that's crazy. Okay, so 50, 20. I'm trying to like go over it at the same time as I'm looking. 15, 15, and 5. Okay, so I was right the other day. We need $155. So Mr. Bailey is about to go get this from out of his bank, and I'm not sure how his ATM go. He's not getting it like from the one where I go all the time. He's getting it from his other bank for me, and it's I'm not really sure how that ATM works because we normally go into that bank. So by it being Sunday, we're gonna see if he has to get out 160, and we might have an extra $5 hanging over or not. But he's also gonna go to Kroger because I don't know if you can hear my stove going in the back. We got some eggs going because me and him both been like craving tuna. So he's about to go to the store to get stuff so that we can make tuna sandwiches later, and he's gonna get crackers too, like just in case somebody wants to just put them on crackers like for a snack. So he's about to go do that. So I am gonna have a couple receipts to expense track. So I will see you guys once he gets back with the cash and the receipts. All right, guys, so Mr. Bailey is finally back with the cash. And if you hear some noise in the back, he's also about to make the tuna. So I am gonna go ahead and go over our fixed expenses first. This $25 did come out for the afterpay. So after this, we have just only one more $25 and that afterpay will be done and we can shut that down. Where's it, honey? Oh, no. Oh. And then the Honda, we do have the money in the bank now. So I'm going to pay that rather today or tomorrow. So it is like 1 day late, but that I do have a 10-day grace period. But that is because Mr. Bailey got locked out of his Uber account the other day. So he couldn't cash out his money on the day that we had to get the money out, you know, get the rest of the money in there. So we wasn't able to pay it on, which was yesterday. Yeah, so we wasn't able to actually pay it. But we do have the money in the bank. And like I said, I am going to be paying it today. Because whether I'm going to pay it today and it's going to come out tomorrow, or I'll pay it tomorrow and it's going to come out tomorrow. So either way. And then I just paid this credit card today for $100. And that is in the account. So if everything, I don't think I have to add everything up. See, 25, 50, 16, 25, 900, 100. Okay. So that did come out to $1,846. And then now we need to go to the to see what we spent in this area. And I do have to, babe, you can turn it on if you want. Y'all, he about to turn on the dryer just in case y'all hear it going, because we do need that stuff to be drying. So okay, this was all groceries on the 19th. This was Mr. Bailey went and got some stuff from Kroger. Yes, was this yesterday? No, 2 days ago. And this is under grocery. And that came up to $9.44. Okay. And then today he had to go to 2 different Krogers because one of them didn't have the correct thing in there. So now we're on, oh, you know what? Before we do that, let me go to 920. No. That was on Friday, 9/19. So I put the wrong thing, but we did have Little Caesars, and I did tell y'all that we was gonna put that under groceries because we did not buy, and that came up to $30. Okay, now we're on today. Kroger. All of this is food, so grocery. $5.48. And then also I am feeling much better, guys. But something in here is making me sneeze. Okay, 2107. So did we, I would need to see, what did we do in, so we had 62.71 in grocery. So we spent $9.44, which made it down to $53.27. And then we did 30. Uh-oh, I think we might have went over by a couple bucks. $23.27. And then $5.45, $17.82, and then $21.07, negative $3.25. I mean, that's still not bad. You know what? I think I got one or two more receipts in my purse. Let me go get those. Okay, yeah, I did have one more coffee receipt yesterday when I went out to work, and I didn't take you guys with me because, like I told you, I didn't take yesterday off, but I only worked like just a few hours and then came back home and spent time with the family. But that did come up to $105. And food and drink, we was at $14.99. So minus the $105, $13.94. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna have to leave this page open a bit on the side while I go back to this page. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. And I will just leave an ink pen right here while we go back and forth. Oh, that's not the page. This is the page. Nope, that's not the page. This is the page. Okay, so groceries, we had a budget of $150 and we went over $3.25. So $153 is what we spent. Now when we do this, we want this total number at the bottom to be under. So I mean under this $295 or at it. So that's what we're going for, even though you see red right here. But this is just for me so that I can know how to budget, you know, for the next week. Like last week I budgeted for $175. I should have kept it at $175 because that would have gave me a little more room. 50 for, and then we didn't get that much stuff on household this week, so we had 46 left. So we only spent $9.54. And then miscellaneous, I don't think we spent anything in miscellaneous because this started on the 15th. Yeah, so we just spent $0 in miscellaneous. Lawn care, we never got the bags, right, babe? Okay. And then food and drink, we had 30 and we ended up with $13.94 left. So we spent $16.06. So instead of the $295, we spent $153 plus $9.54 plus $16.06. So we spent $178.60. So that is a difference of $116.40 that we didn't spend in that area. Okay, now we can close this up and go to our sinking funds. So I do have my little cheat sheet over here on the side. And subscriptions. Okay, wait a minute. Let's count and see how much we have. First, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40. It's 140. Do we have one more receipt left? Oh, I didn't ever do this receipt. We're gonna have to go back and do that. Okay, 140, 150, 160. So we do have an extra 5. Guys, this is wrong. So we need to add on to the 153. We need to add on 25.37. All right, 153 plus 25.37. Yep, 178.37 is what this ended up being. So good thing these are erasable. All right, 170. Only thing it'd be so hard to write over it again. Okay, 178.37. So then that means that this number, these numbers are different, but it's still going to be on point. I mean, as far as being under. So 178.37 plus 9.54 plus 16.06. So it came up to 203.97 instead. So that was a difference of $91. Okay. Now we can go over here. Okay, so we have $160 over here. Subscriptions, we had $34 in there altogether, but I do want to get that out because I do need to go back out. So before, I actually have a birthday party that I'm supposed to go to later, so I'll just go and put this in the bank. But this is $17 for that one, and hold on, put that back. There's a couple of them in here. Got the storage, okay, and $17 for this one. So this should be $34. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, which I'm just gonna set on the side over here by my wallet. So, because those things are gonna be coming out tomorrow, out of my account, it automatically comes out. Okay, the Jeep, we wanted to put $200 in there. We only had, we had cash stuffed $150 this week. So we needed to put $50 more in there. So 20, 40, 50. Okay, and now the Jeep has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 360, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 400. And I do want to pay that by the 26th, so we'll take care of the rest of that in next week's budget. But we're going to keep that in there. So we did put another 200 in there. The tags has we cash stuff $30 in there, but let's just see. And so yeah, so we already fulfilled that for the week, but let's just see how much is in there. It's a registration for my car. It says we should have 30, so 10, 20, 25, 30. Just want to make sure. All right, that was good. The sink we needed, I believe we stuffed $150 already, and we needed to stuff $50 more. So this is the sink right here. If you're wondering what the sink is, that is we need a sink in our upstairs bathroom. It's like leaking from the faucet, but the sink we cracked. So we want to get like a whole entire new one, so we can just do like all the work at once. So 20, 40. You know what? Let me see how much. Do I have any change instead of? Because if I have a 10 in here or something, or some 5s. Yeah, so I'm going to put in 20, 40, 60, and take out 10. And then that way, this should be $200. And like I said, we went to IKEA yesterday, and we was looking for some stuff, but I think they're probably still too big, which is the size that we have in there that we don't want. We want one just a tad bit smaller. So we're going to keep looking around. Like I said, we're going to look online, and we might even just go walk around Home Depot just to get some ideas too. But 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 180, 85, 90, 95, 200. So hopefully we can find one for $200 or less. I'm gonna keep that open because I'm gonna have to come back. So sink, we did put 200 in. And then Sam's Club, we put $20 in there, and we needed to put just 5 more to get the $25 in there. That is due, I believe, on the 30th. So we're gonna add $5 to Sam's. And now Sam's has 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. So what did I do with the pen? All right, so today is the 21st. Cash, we did add 5, and it now has 75. Okay. So Sam's is good. Mr. Bailey, his birthday is at the end of October, and we're trying to save for a little date night / staycation for his birthday. And we put 10, 20. Okay, so we put 30 in there, so we still needed 20 more. So let me mark these 2 hearts off. Each heart is $10, and once we fill up all of the hearts, that would be $250. We do get a discount at a major hotel chain, so we're gonna do a staycation, like I said, and this will also cover dinner. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. So he now has $150. So we only need $100 more to fulfill that. Okay. So we mark off 50 right there. And then Aria has her we put 25 in there. Aria is my niece. We are saving for her birthday in January because we always miss out because we're not prepared. So I just want to make sure that, see how much she has: 20, 40, 60, 80, 110, 120. She has $125. Okay, air fryer. When my sink, well, it wasn't my sink, when my tub was leaking down into my kitchen a couple weeks ago, it ruined my air fryer. And I had a pretty expensive air fryer, but I did find one at Sam's Club that's $109. So if they still have it, I'm gonna get that one. But if not, I'm gonna get something that, I don't know, we'll find something maybe online or something. But I like the air fryers that is bigger, that can hold more things, because I do have a bigger family, and that doesn't have like Teflon inside of it. So I like to have like the metal racks. So that's why mine is, you know, I could probably get a $50 one, but it has like the Teflon inside, and we don't like to use that. So so far we put $35 in there, and we needed 15 more. So I'm just gonna see. Okay, this was the sink. This is the air fryer. 15. I'm gonna put a 20 in here and take out a 5. Put the 5 back. So now the air fryer has 20, 40, 45, 50, and that's what we wanted to stuff this week. So we can mark that off. And we did go to IKEA yesterday to look for the bed frame for the new mattress that's been sitting in the house for 2 months. So we have 35 in there. We was going for 50, so we do need 15 more. So 5, 10, 15 for the bed frame. So now the bed frame has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We're probably gonna be trying to bulk this up over the next few weeks for sure, because like when we was just looking at IKEA yesterday, we did see one that we really liked that was really sturdy, because we have like, you know, like one of those mattresses in a box thing. So the kind of frame that we need for it is the cheapest one that we saw, but that was the most sturdy, was like around $300. So that means it would be like $300 plus tax. And what is that? 300 times 106. Yeah, so 318 around if we was to get that one. But I'm gonna go shop around at some different stores and different things like that too, just to see if I can see, you know, some furniture stores also, to see if I can see anything like a little maybe a little less and but still sturdy. But this one did have the backboard and the base to it. So that was really a nice wood. So I don't know, we'll be looking at that. But anyway, let's we did put $50 in the frame, and then the emergency fund we did put $23 in there. So if everything is the same on here, this should be 687, 34, 230, 200, 25, 50, 25, 50, 50, 23. Yep. So this is 687. So we have the 687 plus the 203.97 plus 1846. So instead of the $2,828 that we needed for the week, we had $2,736.97. So this should add up to the 9103. Should be the difference. Minus 2828. Yep, it's the 9103. So we was 9103. We did good. That we went under. So if you're new here and you're looking at this number right here, if you stayed to this point, the reason why you see two different numbers here is because sometimes I have money cash stuff for the next week. So this is the money that we actually need for the week, but this is the money that I actually had to make for the week. So I needed 2,828, but we for the entire, budget, but this is what I actually needed, 2,328, because we had apparently, I don't know how much money stuff, somewhere towards a bill. So like say for instance, next week, because we have $400 in the Jeep. So once I go to pay that, like I'll put $800 right here, but I already have $400. So it would be like 400 minus, from it. So you'll see if you stick around for tomorrow's video, because that will be tomorrow's video, will be the brand new budget for the 22nd to whenever. But anyway, because I still have to edit this video, you guys will get this video today, but it's going to be late, so you're probably going to get it maybe around 2 o'clock or so. So this $5 we're going to roll over into next week's budget. I did tell you guys that someone sent me a nice cash app. The same person that sent me for the emergency fund for this sent something else, so we are going to have a bigger emergency fund budget this week also. So and then any other sinking funds that we have, this will probably most likely go to it. So I will see you guys tomorrow with a brand new budget. If you made it to this point, thank you so much. If you could just leave me a comment, even if it's just an emoji, I appreciate you for doing that, because it does help with the channel, because we are monetized on this channel, and all of the money that we're making in 2025 we are putting towards our debt. We've already paid down some debt this month, and we're going to be doing it at the first of next month, so which will probably be like most likely next week. So stay tuned for that. And if you know how to hype the video up, go ahead and do that, and make sure you leave a like, and also make sure you're subscribed. Even if you think you are, just go ahead and check. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new budget.